Hi friends, Miss Alicia from Arizona Farm Bureau Ag in the Classroom.
Miss Sandy with Arizona Farm Bureau Ag in the Classroom.
Today we're here in your classroom to talk about some of our favorite things.
Agriculture.
That's one of our favorite words. Now, how many of you have heard the word agriculture before? Raise your hand if you've heard the word agriculture.
Few of you.
Yeah, I see some hands. Okay. Now, does anyone know what the word agriculture means? No? That's okay. That's why we're here. We're going to teach you. So when you hear the word agriculture, we want you to think of two different people. A farmer, and what's the second one?
A rancher.
A rancher. Now, you guys know what a farmer is, right? You've heard of a farmer before. Yep, they're all nodding their heads. But what about a rancher? Have you guys heard of a rancher?
We have another word we use for ranchers.
Yeah, we
here
also
in
call
Arizona.
ranchers cowboys
and cowgirls.
Yeah. So ranchers or cowboys and cowgirls take care of three main animals in Arizona. Now, what kind of animals do you think a rancher takes care of in Arizona, Miss Sandy?
One of my favorite animals, I heard someone say it. You ride them?
Yep, I heard it. A horse, right? A horse, of course. Cowboys and cowgirls need a horse. They're very important for their job. They can get around their ranch to check on their animals. Okay, so a horse. What's another animal that a cowboy and cowgirl or a rancher might take care of?
Yep.
I heard it. Okay.
Cows.
Yeah.
We call these beef cattle on a ranch.
Because
we raise them for their meat and their leather.
Yeah, so we use them for lots of other things too. Lots of different products come from those animals, but beef cattle, right? So horses, beef cattle. There's one more animal that ranchers in Arizona take care of in large numbers.
This one's a little tricky.
I heard dog. Yeah, they can have dogs on their ranch, but we're thinking in large numbers. Okay, so we're going to give you a hint. This one's a little tricky. Okay, listen really carefully. It sounds like this. Bah. They got it. Sheep. Okay, so sheep in Arizona, we use them for their hair. We call that
wool.
Can you guys say wool? Wool. Good. And they also use them for meat and also milk. So they can turn that milk into things like cheese and put it in soaps and lotions and all sorts of things. Okay, so ranchers take care of horses, beef cattle, and sheep. Now, farmers,
they take care of animals too.
Yeah. What kind of animals do farmers take care of? I heard it. Pigs, right? We think of pigs on a farm. So in Arizona, we do have pigs here, and we have one big pig farm. It's up in Snowflake, Arizona. Okay, so we use pigs for what? Bacon. They said bacon.
My favorite, bacon.
Pork chops, okay? Pork loin, pork ribs. Lots of different products come from pigs. Okay, so pigs. What else would a farmer take care of?
Yes.
Chickens, right? And we know that chickens can give us two different things that we eat. What kind of things do we get from chickens? Eggs, good. And what's the other thing? Chicken, right? Chicken nuggies. Chicken nuggies, chicken thighs, chicken wings. Yeah. So in Arizona, we don't have a lot of those chickens. Those are called broiler chickens. We have the chickens that lay eggs. Those are called layers.
Here in Arizona, Hickman's Family Farms has over 10 million laying hens, and they give us about 7 million eggs a day.
That's a lot of eggs, right? All right, so farmers take care of pigs, chickens.
One more.
This animal, we get something from it that we drink. We put it in your breakfast cereal. Milk.
Yep.
Okay, what kind of animal do we get milk from? Cows. Okay. Yep. So cows, we have about 200,000 dairy cows in Arizona. Okay, so that's a lot of cows. So we get a lot of milk. Okay, so farmers take care of pigs, chickens that give us eggs, and cows that give us milk. Now, when we think of a farmer, we usually think of someone that's growing plants.
What do you call those plants? There's a special name.
It starts with a C.
Oh,
I heard it. Crop. Can you say the word crop with us? Crop. Good. So crops are the plants that farmers grow. And those can be things that we use to make clothing, like cotton.
They could be things that we eat, like broccoli.
Like fruits and veggies. Or we can use them to grow things that animals eat.
Like alfalfa for our dairy cows to make us milk.
Right. So farmers grow lots of different types of crops. Today we're going to talk about one of our favorite fruits. But I want to see what kind of fruits and veggies you guys like to eat, because I love them. So we're going to list some fruits and veggies, and if you like to eat them, just raise your hand. You don't have to yell anything out, just raise your hand. Let's see. I like to eat apples.
Ooh, I like grapes.
Ooh, watermelon.
Cantaloupe.
What about, I like lettuce. I like to eat salad.
Carrots. I
Ooh,
love
carrots are really good. I like potatoes.
Sweet potatoes.
Those are good. How about oranges?
Ooh.
Asparagus.
Lettuce.
Broccoli. Cauliflower.
So many
What
tomatoes.
about, oh yeah, what about my favorite? Pumpkins. Oh, a lot of hands went up. How many of you guys like to eat pumpkin? Pumpkin bread, pumpkin juice, pumpkin muffins, pumpkin spice lattes. Oh, you guys should be drinking pumpkin spice lattes. But maybe your teachers drink those, right? All right, so today we're going to talk about pumpkins, okay? And we're going to learn all about how pumpkins grow. So first, we're going to start off by reading you a book all about pumpkins. It's called From Seed to Pumpkin. It's one of our favorite books. We hope you enjoy it. From Seed to Pumpkin by Wendy Pfeffer, illustrated by James Graham Hale. When spring winds warm the earth, a farmer plants hundreds of pumpkin seeds. Every pumpkin seed can become a baby pumpkin plant. Underground, covered with dark, moist soil, the baby plants begin to grow. As the plants get bigger, the seeds crack open. Stems sprout up. Roots dig down. Inside the roots are tubes. Water travels up these tubes the way juice goes up a straw. In less than 2 weeks from planting time, green shoots poke up through the earth. These shoots grow into tiny seedlings. 2 leaves, called seed leaves, uncurl on each stem. They reach up towards the sun. Sunlight gives these leaves energy to make food. Like us, plants need food to grow. But green plants do not eat food as we do. Their leaves make it. To make food, plants need light, water, and air. Leaves catch the sunlight. Roots soak up rainwater, and little openings in the leaves let air in. Using energy from the sun, the leaves mix the air with water from the soil to make sugar. This feeds the plant. Soon broad, prickly leaves with jagged edges unfold on the stems. The new leaves are rough and prickly, but the seed leaves are smooth and round. The seed leaves dry up. Now the new leaves make food for the pumpkin plant. Each pumpkin stem has many sets of tubes. 1 tube in each set takes water from the soil up to the leaves so they can make sugar. The other tube in each set sends food back down so the pumpkin can grow. The days grow warmer. The farmer tends the pumpkin patch to keep weeds out. Weeds take water from the soil. Pumpkin plants need that water to grow. Pumpkin plants don't stand up tall. As the stems grow longer, they sprawl all over the ground. Before long, twisted, tangled vines cover the pumpkin patch. Soon flower buds appear on the vines. After each bud opens, its orange petals grow bigger and bigger. They look like bright orange umbrellas. During the heat of the day, the flowers close. They open again during the cool nights and early mornings. The bright orange flowers attract swarms of bees. The bees buzz about, carrying yellow pollen from the male flowers to the female flowers. Now pumpkins can grow. The petals wither away. Where the flowers bloomed, tiny hard fruits begin to grow. Hundreds of these cling to the vines. The days grow hot. All summer, the warm sun and the cool rain help the tiny fruits grow larger and larger. Soon summer is over. The corn stalks next to the pumpkin patch turn brown. Leaves on trees turn red, orange, and yellow. Pumpkins change color too. As they ripen, they change from green to yellow and then to orange. In just 4 months, small, flat, white pumpkin seeds have grown into big, fat, orange pumpkins. The pumpkins are ripe and round with lumps and bumps. They come in all sizes and shapes, and they're waiting in the autumn sun. Some pumpkins will be carved into jack-o'-lanterns for Halloween. Some will be baked into pumpkin pies for Thanksgiving. Colorful leaves turn brown. Winter winds begin to blow, and soon the trees are bare. The farmer looks out over the pumpkin patch, where only a few dead vines remain. But when spring winds warm the earth, once again he will plant hundreds of pumpkin seeds, and once again they will grow from seed to pumpkin. Oh man, that was such a great book. Did you guys enjoy that book?
I think they did. I know I love this
It's one of my
book.
favorite books about pumpkins.
So we have something really cool to review the life cycle of our pumpkin, but we need your help. Can you pretend this is our big orange pumpkin?
Yeah, can you pretend? Can you guys use your imagination?
You guys can.
All right, so this is a pumpkin.
So what we need to grow a pumpkin, what was the first thing that we need to grow a pumpkin? I'll give you a hint. Pumpkins are filled with them. They're inside.
A
Yes.
seed? Do you think there's a seed inside this pumpkin?
Miss Alicia, I bet we can find a seed.
Let me look. I'm gonna look.
We'll help her out. A seed is...
I found one. Okay, a seed.
Now, seeds of pumpkins aren't orange. They're a light color, almost white. If we take that pumpkin seed, what do we need to do with it to grow a pumpkin? Yeah, that's right. We need to put it in the soil, plant it in the dirt. But it doesn't just need dirt. What else does it need? Yes, it needs water and one more thing, the sun. So if we plant our pumpkin seed in the soil, give it water and sun, what emerges? We have a sprout. Yes, and if we keep watering that sprout and it gets more sunlight, it's going to grow into a vine with many leaves. Then what comes so that we can have a pumpkin? I'll give you a hint. Remember, it's yellowish orange. Yes, that's right. A blossom.
Oh, there we go. A blossom or a flower, right?
And then, in order to get a pumpkin, the bees will visit our blossom or flower. Remember, what's that called?
Pollination. Can you guys say that word? That's a really big word. Will you say that word with us? Pollination. Good.
So the bees come, they pollinate our flower, and now we're going to have a pumpkin grow. What color was our first pumpkin? The little tiny ones that grow.
Green. Yep.
We have a green baby pumpkin. And then as it continues to grow, it changes into our teenager pumpkin. What color are those? That's right, they remembered. A yellow pumpkin grows. Our yellow pumpkins continue to get sunlight and water, and they turn into our big orange pumpkin.
Now, pumpkins come in lots of different colors. You guys probably have different colored pumpkins all in October. You've seen them everywhere. But this was an orange pumpkin that we took the seed out of, so that's the type of pumpkin that's going to grow.
And now you can talk about the life cycle of a pumpkin, because we went from our seed all the way through the parts of a pumpkin back to seed again.
I wanted to grow another pumpkin. I could take the seed out of this pumpkin, give it water and sunlight and soil, and then a sprout would grow. Okay, and then a flower or a blossom would grow on that. A bee would come by and pollinate it, and a baby green pumpkin would grow, and then an orange pumpkin, and then an adult pumpkin, and then we could take the seeds out of that one, and it keeps going and going and going. And that's what we call a life cycle of the pumpkin.
Today with you are going to make your very own life cycle of a pumpkin spinner.
Ooh, these are fun. I like these.
It is cool. Really fun because it shows all of the different things that happen to our pumpkin. In our life cycle, we start with our seed.
Right? So we learned about that. Our seed, right? Now, when you guys go to color your seed, what color are we going to color it? You could keep it white. You could give it a little bit of brown. But are we going to color like our seeds purple?
No.
No, because they're not purple in real life. So we're going to try to keep everything that we color on our wheel the way it is in real life.
This is going to be a real spinner.
So you call this cream or tan, okay? So
you could even leave it white. If you remember, pumpkin seeds are almost white.
Mm-hmm. So what do we do with those seeds? Where do they have to go?
They go in the soil.
In the dirt, the soil. We call that soil. Okay, and what color is our soil? What color are we going to color the soil on our spinner?
Yep, that's right. It's brown.
Brown, yeah. And you can see even the shovel right there, the little spade, we colored that with like a gray color pencil or you can even do some regular pencil if you want to color that.
Yep. And then after you give it soil, what else does it need? It needs water.
Water.
What color is water?
It's like clear. But when we color water on things, we're going to make it blue. Okay, you can see the little blue drops on there.
And then next we need the sun.
Yep.
What color is the sun? It's yellow.
Yep, yellow. Okay, and then what's going to grow? If we give it water, soil, sunlight,
we grow
what was this called? A sprout. Okay, good. And that sprout gets bigger. So a sprout or a seedling, that's a baby plant. And as it grows on pumpkins, we call those vines.
And the sprout and the vine are going to be green.
Green, yep.
So if that happens, we have our vine growing. And now we want a baby pumpkin to grow. What do we have to have on there? It's a flower or a blossom. Now, remember, a pumpkin flower is yellow. Are we going to color these purple, Miss Alicia?
Nope, not purple, not pink. I know you guys like those flowers, but pumpkin flowers are yellow, yellowish orange, okay?
Yep.
Like a goldenrod color.
Perfect, I love that. So after the bees visit and pollinate our flowers, what comes next?
What's going to grow from that flower?
It's small. It's round. It's a green pumpkin.
Baby pumpkin. And it says on there, green pumpkin. What color are we going to color the green pumpkin?
That's right.
That's right. Green. Okay, and then as that pumpkin gets bigger, it starts to grow. It changes color. What color is it going to change to?
It's a teenager. It's not green. It becomes
Yellow pumpkin. So we're going to color the green pumpkin green and the yellow pumpkin yellow. Good. And as it grows into an adult pumpkin, what color is it going to be?
It is going to be an
orange pumpkin. It says orange right there, orange pumpkin. So again, there's lots of different colors of pumpkins, but today our pumpkins are all going to be orange.
And look.
Okay, so you guys are going to color all your little individual things on your wheel, and you're going to cut them out. Once you've finished coloring, then you can start to cut them out. So you should have, so you go from this, you color, and then you have your piece that's cut out. Okay, and look at how the coloring is. We're coloring in the lines. We're doing real world coloring. Perfect.
Yes.
And then once you have that cut out, you can color your big pumpkin, the outside of your pumpkin. And what colors are we going to color this?
They're not going to be purple pumpkins.
Okay, orange, not rainbow pumpkins, not purple pumpkins. We're going to color them orange. Okay, that's why everyone has the same orange pumpkins today. Okay, and then you can cut it out. And once you have that cut out, your teacher, you can raise your hand, your teacher will come around and put a little brad in there to make it so it can be a spinner and you can use it to spin around.
Then you'll have one like mine. See, it's connected together. It doesn't fall apart. And I can spin it around. I can use 2 hands. I can use 1 hand.
All right. So let's go through this one more time. Here, I'll go through. Let's see. So when we start off, what do we need to grow a new pumpkin? We needed what was inside? Seeds. Good job. So seeds. And we take those seeds and we put them in what? Where do we have to plant a seed for it to grow? The soil. Good. And when it's in the soil, it needs to have certain things in order for it to grow. Well, water and sunlight. So water and sunlight. So if we give a seed soil, water, and sunlight, it's going to grow and it's going to pop out of the ground. What do we call that? When it pops out of the ground, the little baby plants, we call it a sprout or a seedling, right? Those are the same word. Sprout and seedlings are baby plants. Okay? And then if we keep giving those sprouts and seedlings the sunlight and water,
they grow bigger.
It grows into a vine. It starts to spread out. Have you guys ever seen a pumpkin grow? It spreads out all over the ground. We call those vines. And then on the vines, the flower or the blossom will grow. And that's very important because that's where the fruit comes from. But in order for a fruit to appear, a bee or another pollinator had to come by and get pollen in there from another flower. Okay, and so that's called pollination, remember? And if a flower is pollinated, it will grow a fruit. And so we're talking about pumpkin flowers. So what is it going to grow?
A pumpkin.
A pumpkin, right? And we said, what color are baby pumpkins?
Yes.
Green. So we have our little green pumpkin. And as it gets bigger, it turns into a yellow pumpkin. And as it gets even bigger as an adult, it's a orange pumpkin. Now that is a pretty cool spinner. So now you guys have a completed life cycle of the pumpkin and you can use it to teach lots of other people about the pumpkin life cycle. Now,
so we want you to do something for us when you leave today.
Yeah, can you do us a favor? Can you take this home and teach at least one person when you go home about the life cycle of the pumpkin? Yeah, they said yeah. Okay, so you can teach your mom, your dad, your grandma, your grandpa, your aunt, your uncle, your cousin, your neighbor, your dog, your crossing guard, your bus driver. Yeah, I did say dog in there. But dogs are good listeners. You can teach them lots of things. But can you guys teach someone about the life cycle of the pumpkin with your really cool spinner? Excellent. Awesome. So we're going to have tons of experts on the pumpkin life cycle now, Miss Sandy. How great.
I'm so excited.
Well, we had so much fun doing this craft with you and teaching you about the life cycle of the pumpkin. We hope that you had a lot of fun too.